The difference between rich and poor has nothing to do with talent, luck, or even opportunity. It is invisible. It lives inside your skull, running silently like software you never installed on purpose. Your mind is either programmed for wealth or programmed for poverty. And right now, without even realizing it, your brain is executing one of those two programs every single second of every single day. The wealthy are not smarter than you. They do not work harder than you. They think differently. And that invisible difference in thinking is the reason they wake up rich while you wake up worried. In the next 14 minutes, I am going to expose the exact mental patterns that separate the 1% from everyone else. You will see your own thoughts reflected back at you. Some of it will make you uncomfortable. Good, because discomfort is where reprogramming begins. As the legendary Jim Rohn once said, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. This is your self-education. Pay attention. The poverty code. Before you were 7 years old, your brain absorbed every belief your parents had about money, every argument about bills, every whispered anxiety at the dinner table. Every time someone said rich people are greedy or money does not grow on trees. That programming installed itself deep into your subconscious, and now it runs on autopilot. Psychologists call this financial conditioning. It is the invisible operating system that determines how much money you allow yourself to make, keep, and grow. Think about it. Have you ever gotten a raise and somehow ended up just as broke 2 months later? That is not bad luck. That is your poverty code correcting itself. Your subconscious has a financial ceiling, and every time you approach it, your brain sabotages you. You overspend, you make bad investments, you pick fights that cost you opportunities. As T. Harv Eker revealed in his research, your income can grow only to the extent that you do. The poor mindset does not even know this code exists. The rich mindset found it, read it, and rewrote every single line. Rewrite your code. But how deep does this programming go? Much deeper than you think. Money thermostat. Your mind has a financial thermostat. Just like the thermostat in your house keeps the temperature at a set point, your brain keeps your income at a set point. Thermostat. If your internal thermostat is set to $50,000 a year, you will unconsciously do everything in your power to stay right there. Make more and you will find ways to lose it. Make less and you will hustle harder until you are back. This is why 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within 5 years. Their thermostat never changed. They got rich money with a poor thermostat. The money came in, but the mindset pushed it right back out. Now here is the terrifying part. A study from University College London found that financial beliefs formed before age 7 persist into adulthood unless consciously challenged. We do not see the world as it is, we see it as we are. The rich understand this. They deliberately recalibrate their thermostat through environment, mentorship, and repetition. Recalibrate your thermostat. They surround themselves with people who normalize wealth. The poor surround themselves with people who normalize struggle, and what you normalize is what you become. But your thermostat is connected to something even more dangerous. Victim vs. creator. Here is where the invisible difference becomes crystal clear. When something goes wrong financially, the poor mindset says, I am unlucky. The economy is bad. The system is rigged against me. The rich mindset says, what can I learn from this and how do I use it? One sees obstacles, the other sees raw material. This is not positive thinking nonsense. This is a fundamental operating system difference. Psychologist Martin Seligman spent decades studying what he called learned helplessness. When people believe they have no control over outcomes, they stop trying. They become prisoners of their own belief system. The poor mindset plays the blame game. Parents, government, boss, economy, always an external villain. The rich mindset plays the accountability game. If this is making you see your finances differently, hit like and subscribe because we are just scratching the surface. As Marcus Aurelius wrote 2,000 years ago, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Creator, not victim. Creators build empires from ashes. Victims build excuses from opportunities. And this creator mindset connects directly to how you feel about money itself. Wealth frequency. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When you see someone driving a luxury car, what is your first thought? If your gut reaction is they probably got lucky, or they are probably in debt, or must be nice, your frequency is tuned to poverty. The wealthy look at success and feel inspired, not threatened. This is not about material obsession. This is about energetic alignment. Neuroscience shows that when you resent wealth, your reticular activating system, the filter in your brain that decides what you notice, literally blocks you from seeing opportunities. Blocked. You walk past the same doors rich people walk through, but your brain makes them invisible. The research from Dr. Joe Dispenza demonstrates that our thoughts produce measurable electromagnetic frequencies. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Think about that. Every time you complain about money, you are broadcasting a poverty signal. Every time you celebrate abundance, even small wins, you are broadcasting wealth. Broadcast wealth signals. The rich protect their frequency like their life depends on it, because financially, it does. And this frequency shapes something you use every single day without thinking about it. Scarcity trap. The poor mindset operates from a place of there is never enough. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunity. And here is the cruel irony. Scarcity thinking creates the exact scarcity you fear. Harvard researchers Senthil Mullainathan and Eldar Shafir proved that scarcity actually reduces cognitive function. When your brain is consumed with not having enough, you lose the equivalent of 13 IQ points. You literally become less intelligent about money when you are stressed about money. The rich mindset operates from abundance, not delusion, not denial. Genuine belief that there is enough for everyone and that creating wealth does not take from others. Abundance is not about having more, it is about believing more is possible. When you believe in scarcity, you hoard, you compete, you cut corners. When you believe in abundance, you invest, you collaborate, you create value. As the billionaire mindset coach Tony Robbins puts it, it is not about the resources, it is about your resourcefulness. Scarcity kills abundance. The trap is invisible because it feels like realism, but realism is just poverty wearing a disguise. And this scarcity trap poisons something you might not expect. Rich language. Listen to the words that come out of your mouth about money. I cannot afford it. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are selfish. I will never be wealthy. Words become beliefs. Every single one of those phrases is a command to your subconscious. And your subconscious does not argue, it obeys. Neurolinguistic research shows that language literally reshapes neural pathways. When you repeatedly say, I cannot afford it, your brain stops looking for ways to afford it. The rich ask a different question. They say, how can I afford it? That single word change opens neural pathways that were previously shut down. It is not about lying to yourself. It is about giving your brain a problem to solve instead of a prison to accept. Whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. Henry Ford understood that language programs outcomes. The poor mindset uses language that closes doors. The rich mindset uses language that opens them. Language. Start tracking your money language for 1 week. Write down every phrase you use about finances. You will be horrified at how many poverty commands you give yourself daily. But language is only part of a bigger pattern that controls everything. Risk blueprint. The poor mindset says I cannot afford to lose. The rich mindset says I cannot afford not to try. This is not about recklessness. This is about calculated courage. Fortune favors the bold, but only the bold who calculate. Studies from behavioral economist Daniel Kahneman show that humans feel the pain of losing money 2.5 times more intensely than the pleasure of gaining it. This is called loss aversion, and it keeps the poor mindset paralyzed. The fear of losing keeps you from ever winning. The rich feel the same fear. They are not immune, but they have trained themselves to evaluate risk logically instead of emotionally. They ask, what is the worst-case scenario and can I survive it? If yes, they move. The poor mindset avoids all risk and calls it being responsible. Calculated risk builds wealth. But here is the invisible truth. Not taking risks is the biggest risk of all. Staying in a dead-end job for security is a risk. Never investing is a risk. Playing small your entire life is the most dangerous gamble of all. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. And this relationship with risk connects to how you spend your most valuable asset. Time currency. The poor trade time for money. The rich trade money for time. Read that again. Time. The poor mindset values saving $1. Driving 30 minutes to save 10 cents on gas. Spending 3 hours comparing prices to save $5. The math never works, but the poverty code makes you feel productive. The rich mindset values leveraging time. They pay for convenience. They delegate tasks below their earning capacity. They invest in systems that work while they sleep. You will never get wealthy selling hours. because ours have a ceiling. Warren Buffett was once asked what the best investment was. His answer: the best investment you can make is in yourself. He was not talking about degrees. He was talking about skills, knowledge, and mindset that multiply your value per hour. The rich spend money to buy back time. Then they use that time to create more value. The poor spend time to save money. Then they run out of time. Time is the real currency. Every hour you waste trying to save a few dollars is an hour you could spend building something that pays you forever. And these time decisions reveal something even deeper: invisible habits. The invisible difference is not one big decision. It is 10,000 tiny ones you make every day without thinking. Your daily micro decisions are building either a fortune or a prison. Research by Thomas Corley, who studied the habits of the wealthy for 5 years, found stunning patterns. 1. 88% of rich people read 30+ minutes daily. 2. 76% exercise 4 times per week. 3. 67% write down their goals. 4. 80% focus on one goal at a time. These seem simple, almost insultingly simple, but that is the point. Wealth is not built in dramatic moments, but in boring, consistent ones. The poor mindset waits for the big break, the lottery ticket, the viral moment, the lucky opportunity. The rich mindset builds systems of daily habits that compound over years. As James Clear explains, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Systems beat goals. Your habits are invisible votes for the person you are becoming. Every day you either vote for your wealthy self or your broke self, and there are no abstentions. This brings us to the most important part of everything we have discussed today: the reprogramming. So now you know the invisible difference: the poverty code, the thermostat, the victim mentality, the frequency, the scarcity, the language, the risk aversion, the time trap, the broken habits. You see it now. Reprogram. But seeing it is not enough. You need to rewrite the code, and here is how you start. First, audit your beliefs. Write down every thought you have about money for 7 days. No judgment, just observation. You will find the viruses. Awareness is the first step to every transformation. Second, change your environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those 5 people complain about money, you will too. Find mentors, books, podcasts, and communities that normalize wealth thinking. Third, rewrite your financial identity. Stop saying "I am bad with money." Start saying "I am learning to master money." The shift from poor mindset to rich mindset is not about working harder. It is about thinking differently. And you can start that shift right now. Today, this moment. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. The code is in your hands now. What you do with it defines your financial future. Every single pattern we discussed today is running in your mind right now. The poverty code your parents installed. The thermostat keeping you at the same income. The victim story you tell yourself. The scarcity that blinds you. The language that imprisons you. All of it invisible. But invisible does not mean permanent. Every self-made millionaire on this planet started with the same poverty programming you have. The difference is they chose to see it, challenge it, and rewrite it. They did not wait for permission. They did not wait for the right moment. They decided that their financial destiny was their responsibility and theirs alone. If you made it this far, comment invisible code to prove you are ready to rewrite your financial programming. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Your mind is either programmed for wealth or poverty. Now you know how to reprogram it. If this video exposed something in you, subscribe. There is more to uncover.